ECRIN stands for European Clinical Research Infrastructures Network. The main objective of ECRIN is to support multinational independent clinical trials in Europe, because we strongly believe that there is a need to improve the capacity of Europe to have access to medical expertise and to patients wherever they are, in order to conduct multinational trials that will benefit the health system. ECRIN is based on the coordination between national partners. We don't want to duplicate what exists in the countries, but we want to coordinate what is done by the different partners in the country. So, for instance, the partners are clinical trial units working in the different countries, having the capacity to manage the trial in their country, and just by coordinating these activities, we are able to support and to manage multinational clinical trials. ECRIN was funded at the beginning by the European Commission. We got 4 consecutive FP6 and then FP7 projects. And now ECRIN is funded by the government. It is a sustainable intergovernmental organization with a so-called ERIC status, which is the status that the European Commission provided for the research infrastructures. In fact, we work in 2 different directions. The first one is the capacity program, developing common tools, common procedure in order to improve the capacity to run multinational trials in Europe. And the second program is the operation program, by which we provide operational support to the management of trial. And we have currently a portfolio of about 30 trials, most of them being funded by the FP7 or by the Horizon 2020 programs. And 5 of these projects are already published, including 3 publications in the New England Journal of Medicine. The future of ECRIN is challenging and stimulating. The first thing we have to do is to improve the geographical coverage of ECRIN. Now we have, let's say, 8 to 10 countries on board. We have to extend the geographical coverage of ECRIN. ECRIN is also establishing international partnership. We have already a collaboration agreement with Australia, with the NIH in the US, and with Korea. But we want to improve the collaborative umbrella and the collaborative capacity of ECRIN. And the third point is to increase the number of projects we participate in. And one of the critical points is the access to funding for multinational clinical trials. There are two different sorts of benefits. The first one is a benefit regarding the capacity, because this country will benefit all the capacity activities of ECRIN, including the quality assurance, the certification of data center, for instance, the training of the staff, and all the contribution to the international know-how and to the international procedures. And the second aspect is the easier involvement in multinational trials, and for which one of the critical points is to define how we could improve the funding for multinational trials. I think yes, because we are in a situation where there is a clear deficit in the capacity for multinational cooperation in the field of clinical trial. This is true in Europe, this is true also beyond Europe. If you consider the trial driven by the industry, more than 30% of them are multinational. If you consider the trial that are initiated by the investigator, only 2 or 3% are multinational, and when they are multinational, they cover usually just 2 countries, maybe 3 countries. So there is a clear deficit in terms of infrastructure and deficit in terms of funding opportunities, and we absolutely need to struggle on both directions to strengthen the infrastructure and to strengthen the funding capacity for multinational trials in Europe. The benefit for the patient is the capacity of the patient to access clinical trials initiated in other countries. It is an improvement of the capacity of Europe to innovate in terms of health innovation, health product development, and to optimize the existing healthcare strategy by comparing and assessing what are the best treatment options for a given patient or for a given disease. We collaborate with the industry, especially in the context of public-private partnership program like the Innovative Medicine Initiative or programs steered by the Horizon 2020. But there are many situations where the sponsor is a small and medium-sized company in the field of medical device or biotechnology. And here I think there is a strong contribution of ECRIN through the network and the expertise to promote the development of innovation in Europe. No, we don't focus on drug trial, and we have an expertise in the field of medical device, often in the field of nutrition. We had specific work packages to address the structuring of these communities, and we have also an in-depth regulatory know-how in these two areas that are very difficult areas because there is no harmonization of regulation.